Hello, everyone. I am KCHB 41 News reporter Elise Schoenig coming on here with an update regarding an agreement that the city of Kansas City has come to over bus services. Essentially, there is an agreement that has been reached to keep those bus services running. I'm going to go ahead and bring in KCHB 41's local government reporter, Charlie Keegan, who is one of the reporters here at KCHB who's been following this development closely. So, Charlie, for starters, can you just talk to us about the significance of this agreement being reached? What does this really mean for riders right now?
Yeah, this means that riders will have a bus to keep riding. The city, within the city limits of Kansas City, Missouri. The KCATA runs the buses for all the cities around the metropolitan area, and cities like Kansas City pay the ATA to do that. And so this means that the city and KCATA have agreed to a financial number that works to keep the buses running, and the city will be able to make that payment, and it'll keep these buses going. So we had been hearing lots of worries that maybe buses service would be coming to a halt here soon if they didn't reach certain deadlines. And you can, put those fears aside. The buses will continue rolling in Kansas City.
And Charlie, remind us here too, like I said, this has been an issue that many of us, including you, have been following at 41 here for a while. How did we even get here? Like, how did it lead up to this agreement being such a nail biter that we were essentially left with riders not knowing if they were even going to have a bus service anymore?
Well, and like a lot of things in government and politics, it all came down to money. Elise, back in April or so, the city was working on its budget. And as part of that budget, there's some money for the bus service. And the bus service was asking for more money than the city realized or was willing to put forward. So back in April, May, the city just kind of made a 6-month temporary deal that essentially just kicked this conversation down the road. And we got down to the road here this month. And so finally the city was able to work out a deal where, we'll give you we got to a number that we like, where we feel like we're getting services that we need and accountability that we were looking for from the city's perspective, from tax dollar money. And they were able to make that deal and keep these buses rolling.
And lastly, Charlie, what does this mean for riders now? The agreement's been signed. So what's next for them?
So riders won't notice much difference right off the bat. They're going to be able to keep riding buses like normal. The big change will come in 2026, though. Right now, it's free for people to ride the bus. But as part of this deal, that's changing. There will start to be a fare again for people to ride the bus. This is going to be a kind of a sliding scale type of fare. If you can afford to ride the bus, you'll pay it. But if you can prove that maybe you need some help or a lower income, then you can get a free pass. So they're still working out the details on what that's going to look like. But that's all going to happen sometime in 2026. You can expect fares to return in some way, shape, or form.
All right, Charlie Keegan, thank you so much for joining us on this discussion. And I will go ahead and say that that's all we have for right now.